Hello everyone, welcome back again to Spiritual Growth Tarot and Astrology. I'm Denise, and I have a really good question today from Charles Bartholomew. He is wondering if Matt Gaetz might be in just as much trouble or close to what has happened with George Santos. So something to do with the ethics committee. But anyway, I have the whole question right here, and when I swap out cameras here, I'll dive into it further. So let's check this out. Hold on, be right back. Okay, so I'm using Cheryl Marchetti's Kipper. I just need to settle into Matt Gaetz, or Hazmat, as Rose Blue effectively named him on yesterday's live stream with Lori. Oh, okay. Matt Gaetz, what's coming up in your political and legal future? So we know the ethics committee, the Democrats were looking into him a long time ago, a couple of years ago, I think, at least more than a year, but and of course it had to do with sex trafficking laws. And we all remember that guy, I can't remember his name, but the guy that recently that was bagging on Matt Gaetz for sharing inappropriate videos and images on the House floor. But let's see what else comes through, if any, or let's just look and see. Is this going to go away? How's it going to go for Mr. Gaetz? Matt Gaetz. How's it gonna go? Oops. That was more than one card, so I had to shuffle it back in. How is it gonna go for him? Okay, here's our center card. Well, okay, so maybe a job change. Wouldn't that be great? Mr. Gaetz. Well, now this would be, well, let me just get the rest of the cards because it can mean a couple different things depending on. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Didn't it have something to do with an underage girl? Here's his lying and cheating and obfuscation. That train has left the station, and this very well could be a job change. Here we are with the, oh my goodness. Here we are with drugs. This is our card for drugs. This is our card for, I wonder. Well, let's just leave it for a little bit. Here we are again with the underage and children. This is my primo card that comes through when I'm looking for, human trafficking. Okay, now here is, whoa, here's the actual, having to take self-responsibility for something. And this would be the process of having him politically removed. We have the investigation. Oh, this might be the House oversight. Well, no, that's a different one. That's Comer. Because I know it was an ethics committee from the Democrats. So, but yeah, maybe it's just his position as a. He's just a House rep. He's not a senator, right? Okay, here he is. And now this is the one of the worst cards you can get in this deck, and it's because it's mirroring, his card. All of this stuff is sneaking up behind him, and this is like the Tower card in the tarot, the Concern card. It's our card of crisis, being helpless. Being, most of all, just ridiculously ignorant and can't really concentrate on anything else. And I think he's unaware of what is sneaking up behind him. I think he thinks that just because Daddy can pay everything off for him, that he's always, set and good to go. I'm going to keep going. This would be his wife. Her name's Ginger Lucky. Jeez. Now this could be his mother looking to Mommy. I do remember we did read on him yesterday. I read with Lori on our live stream, and I remember this card coming through, and I remember if maybe Dad's pissed off, and maybe he's been going to Mom for the money. Okay, the two worst cards in the deck. Well, besides the imprisonment. Here we have money here. Here we have a painful loss. But as far as timing, and here's our committee card. This is a card of 2 years or more, or about 2 years, and then the committee and their teamwork. So yeah, this could take some time. But what I see coming through will create big change in his life. Like I said, that train's already left the station. This is like the Nine of Swords, but it doesn't go away. It's not just the despair card is not just a, headache or one night of not being able to sleep well. It's major regrets. It's being tortured with worry. It's being so stressed out that you just can't do anything about it. And then it's also a card for self-destruction and self-sabotage, someone with serious, serious problems. And a card for, a demand being placed on him. And here we have it knighting to the political process, the rules that are in place, the obligations, and, rules, regulations, all of that. So he's had two cards here knighting together with the same meaning as to having to take responsibility for something that he's done in the past. And it does involve someone underage. We have these two cards knighting together. That clues me in there. Regardless of whether he's a senator or a House rep, and I'm sorry, my brain's not working well enough to remember. But regardless, this is his safety, security, stability, his family that has always bailed him out. Here's his mother. The dad card didn't come through, but we know for a fact that his father has bailed him out from so many DUIs. And because the change card is a vehicle card, the journey's a train. I think it's more like he really is a train wreck. And we do know that, right here, we do know that he's been an alcoholic, and probably drugs and alcohol is what's in the mix here, and involving vehicles, involving underage women. Here's a younger woman here. His wife is up here, and she's wondering, when this investigation deepens, like she's wondering what the heck. With her looking and facing this card, notice she's above him, they're not facing each other. She's looking at what's coming out. And this is sometimes a card for going to therapy, like marriage counseling, something like that. There's that possibility. Yeah. But anyway, also could be a negotiation, could be Ginger Lucky negotiating something, something quite substantial from him. And this can be a divorce card over here. So that's on the personal level. I care more about the political level and getting him out of the government. But he's looking to someone who's holding secrets for him. And I do think it's probably his mother. I think his mother knows everything. And he's been a risky, he will risk whatever, just to have the accolades, I don't know how you say that word. I'm seeing the word in my head and not knowing how to say it. I think it's accolades. But anyway, wanting to be seen as this dude with this high reputation, you know, here, because his family, that's what his family is all about. But it's not for him, because he's a drug addict, he's a alcoholic, and he lives in poverty consciousness, as well as the fact that he's attracted to, well, for entertainment purposes only. You know, he seems to be attracted to younger women, like underage. I honestly get the feeling he goes for anybody that will have him, basically. I think that the guy just might be a sex addict. Right here. Addiction here, addiction here, addiction here, addiction here. All of these cards. I'm going to frame it in looking at the four corners now. So here's his wife and his marriage. She might be wanting to get pregnant. He's like, oh crap, you know, no. And that could be another thing that puts a nail in the coffin with their marriage. And the fact that he has risked himself by lying, cheating. I'm sure he's cheated on her. I'm sure he's lied to her. Notice how these cards knight together. Yeah. So. And then here we are with the marriage partnership card. And who's this gal? Right? It could be somebody within Congress. Now, I know he has been good friends with Marjorie Taylor Greene, but I thought they had a falling out recently. So if this is her, I mean, it does fall in the age group of that disgusting woman. So anyway, I don't see, let me look at what cards were at the other end. But okay, being helpless, helplessly waiting. Now there's the dad. Yeah, now there is a judicial process there. But I don't, well, and then it could lead to some either restriction or imprisonment card. Wow. So if this really does start heating up on, you know, in the news, I might just do a grand tableau. But for now, I think we can safely say it's going to take some time. This would be the ethics committee. There's partnership working it through. And yeah, he's not going to like it. And then we get this backstory, too, about his marriage. And this, to me, this reading is more about the past over here. And definitely, I think it's confirming everything I've gotten in previous readings on him. So, anyway, yeah. Thanks, Charles, for the great question. I didn't know that this was being revived, so I'm happy to see this. For good old hazmat. Anyway, I hope you guys are having an awesome weekend. Happy Sunday. Bye.